Hey everybody, Jay here with PartsCounterGuru.com, and we told you we'd be here live this week at SEMA Week 2019. We made it, we're here, we've been shooting some great video, and we've been shooting some live casts out there. We were at the Ford reveal with Jay Leno and team. We were also at the Toyota Supra reveal. Michael Waltrip was a celebrity who was there. We're going around and we're going to do some live video shoots. We're going to do some more live casts for you. We're going to do some product reviews. So stay tuned for later in the week. We're going to be bringing you some more live coverage. We've got some videos coming down the pike from this show. We're going to be talking about this on the podcast, and we're going to have some official SEMA Show swag to give away on the podcast, so you better stay tuned and join in to the Parts Counter Gurus.
All right, so you can see here, we got in Monday evening and already SEMA was rocking. We're up here on the media stage. We did have a little bit of an elevated view, but still, man, there were people everywhere. GM was about to do an unveiling, if you want to call it that here. Really, they just brought out the C8 Corvette convertible, which we've already shown you guys on our website and on our YouTube channel. But for the masses here, you got a second chance or a first chance, if you will, to take a look at it. And that was nice. They also brought out the C8R, which is the racing Corvette, but unfortunately they put it so low on the platform we didn't get a good look at it. The crowd Monday night was decent. It's certainly not as big as the rest of the week, and they don't let you inside the convention center or inside the halls on Monday evening. Everything is done outside, as you can see here, but the weather was great. There's no issues there, and that's pretty typical for Las Vegas. Not a whole lot to see Monday night, but you can kind of scope out the outside area and see the cars parked outside and get a little bit of an early jump. If you get into town early enough, and you can make that part of your plan, because it is a pretty full week to get to everything in the show. Toyota had a press event Tuesday morning, and Toyota would like everyone to know, hey guys, we have a whole bunch of Supras. Please go buy a Supra. You can see Rutledge Wood there, and he's just telling everybody about all these Supras. Honestly, kind of a surprise that Toyota showed up to an event filled with overland trucks with lift kits, and rooftop camping rigs, and they got nothing but Supras. Now, there's other Toyota trucks around the hall, but they weren't the OEM booth, if you will. So yeah, Toyota just kind of showed up with about a dozen Supras and wanted everybody to know that they had Supras. Everybody got the message there? We got Supras. Yep, that's Adam Carolla podcasting live from SEMA on Tuesday with his CarCast show. Definitely something for everyone. If you're not there for the trucks, maybe you're there for the little trucks, right? Or the RC cars. Traxxas had a really big booth, and they were showing out a lot of stuff, including an RC car they had that would do over 100 miles per hour. So there's that, and there's that. If drifting's your thing, well, there was some of that too. And some of this was fan ride accessible, meaning you could sign up to take rides in these guys, but the lines were pretty long. Still, it was pretty fun to watch, and just the whole burning rubber haze outside was awesome. One thing that we saw a ton of this year were these rigs with the whole rooftop camping setup. Clearly, this is a growing trend in popularity, and there's a lot of advantages as to why. But rather than me tell you that, let's let me tell you that. So, take it away, me.
Hey everybody, we're here at SEMA. We're outside with the folks from Decked. We've got some overland camping stuff going on here, which is pretty cool. So if you look at, we've got a couple Toyota Tacomas here. We've got a rooftop tent set up. This thing's pretty cool. They've got their ladder, obviously, and the tent going up here. But then this guy's got his off-road jack. He's got his gas. I mean, this whole thing is set up. This is such a growing trend in the overland community. And these guys at Decked, if you look at this other Tacoma, this other Toyota right here, are catering to that. Now, he's got a full tent rig on the roof. You may not be able to see the top half of it. And then they actually took a Jeep Gladiator, which is this white one on the right here, and set up another rooftop tent with that. And of course, he's got his cooler and everything that can stay in the back of the truck. He doesn't have to take it out to set up his tent. He just sets his tent up on the roof. So there's a lot of reasons why these are growing in popularity. One of them is shelter. You've got your shelter right here. I can get out of the hot Las Vegas sun if I need a few minutes. And again, I don't have to empty the stuff out of the back of my truck at all, right? I'm fully set up, rain or shine. If you're wondering what it's like on the inside, let's go take a look. Got this one unzipped already. You can see we've got some felt pad, just a bed pad basically, so you're not laying on the top of your metal roof. And here, let's get a view of the other side.
They do come in different shapes. This one is a clamshell design, so that means it's lower on the front end than it is on the back end, but there is enough room in the back to sit up if you need to. And they're pretty comfortable with that padded mattress. So what else was at SEMA worth talking about? Well, Broncos for sure. There were Broncos everywhere. Lots of late 60s and early 70s Broncos. And all this talk and anticipation about Ford bringing back the Bronco literally could not make this topic hotter. I mean, just beautiful Broncos. Even Jay Leno got in on it. Ford brought him on stage for this one. He restored a 1968 Bronco, put a crazy GT500 engine in it, and it was beautiful. And if Ford thinks it's worth bringing Jay Leno onto their stage for their press release, and the only time they had at SEMA to talk about a vintage Bronco, what does that tell you? I really think this is going to be a great year for Ford. We are fresh off the press release of the Mach-E Mustang, and we still haven't officially seen this Bronco, but we know it's coming in just a short amount of time. If you're a Hot Wheels fan, they certainly had you covered for this one. In probably one of the biggest booths, if you want to call it that, because it was outside, was Hot Wheels, and they had full-size replicas of some of our favorite Hot Wheels cars. So these were actual vehicles made to look like the Hot Wheels toy versions, and there was a celebrity judging contest that went on. Guys like Adam Carolla and Jay Leno came out to judge a winner here. It was pretty cool to see these fully built versions of actual Hot Wheels toy cars. And alright, all you guys that love lift kits, I'm going to say unofficially maybe like a third of the show was stuff that was appealing to you. It was everywhere. Jeeps, and more Jeeps, and pickup trucks with lift kits. So clearly we are in an era right now where we're catering to the overland crowd, to the off-road crowd, and that's a pretty great thing to see. But man, was it just popular. I mean, literally there was just no end to the amount of trucks and the amount of lift kits and the amount of insane upgrades that were put on these things. Some of them were 2 and 3 times the original factory cost of the vehicle by the time they were done. Alright, while we're on the topic of trucks, this next one was probably one of the weirdest things that we saw this year at SEMA. Not in the sense that the truck itself was weird, but just in terms of how Nissan handled this Titan XD was very odd. Now, this truck was pretty cool looking. If you're a Nissan truck fan, you're going to love this thing. And you can see here they had a video running behind the truck, and they had a story, basically the build story of how it came to be. But Nissan essentially kind of decided to half-kill this thing in the middle of the show. And we did a write-up on this on our website, partscounterguru.com. You can read more about what went on and why it was so odd. But it was certainly a sad thing to see happen and kind of a head-scratcher. So we encourage you to check that out. And yes, you are seeing this correctly. Your eyes are not deceiving you. That is a dually. This is, as far as I know, the world's only Nissan-endorsed, factory-endorsed, if you will, Titan dually. All right, so that brings us to the end. Well, almost. And as a reward, here you go. So thanks for watching, everybody. If you liked this video, if you want to see more videos, remember to ring that bell, give us a thumbs up, leave us a comment. If there's something you didn't like, you can leave us a comment on that too. And if there's something you want to see, tell us that as well. It'd be a big help to us if you hit that subscribe button. And also keep in mind that we have a podcast as well as lots of other content like this on our YouTube channel. We are the Parts Counter Gurus, and you can find us at partscounterguru.com. There's all kinds of information on that website with links to our podcast, news events, all those sorts of goodies. So again, thanks for watching, everybody. We'll see you next time.